dear, miss, that I don't miss. But it's a day of hate again, for the chimes and nightingales resonate across that ocean. Scared in the heart and should never be healed. Droplets of tears and reminiscence of blood with the chance of healing never to be mine. Still, she advanced inside you. Dear, miss the sense you leave me owed. Every night makes me cold. Now I'll light that candle of freedom. With a gleam in my eyes and tears from the sun embodied with the vines. Reluctant enough, love would drift me into life. The candle of freedom will whip my passion shrivel with the glance and dancing in life. With the changing in my steps and with the shadows beside, I can find that freedom within all passing, changing. Fables with all the lies. What lies we need to hear in that place? It's that silence. It's that memory. It's that thought. Not a hole over there, but this is something to pull up the dirt and turn it over. This is something to revise a spring within the melody of a springtime, but I can be the flower and just have trust and love in me and just to be. Not to believe in anything. To believe in me and existence for every day should be different. Not judged and told. Not described to be nothing but a noun, for I am now looking at myself. For every beauty of a silence to see nothing more than you can be deceit in love. For your love will fill yourself with butterflies, and she came with the return of trust. The eyes endowed with the lies and never came for the wit of a smile. And you can feel the statue of the glass and which end of the price of love. You can find that lust, but the end of the love will rise, and you can find that for the hate. Her life will turn too late. The sorrow that she has inside for the portrait of deceit. I do not miss. Miss, let me tell you so. This is not the time to hate. Your dreams will acquire. Everything you admire. From December to remember that every past times that you can find me. Been told and caught between the latter. Never been told from nothing sitting to get a better perspective. Been told not to shiver. It was told I'm cool. To collect the flower for the month of December, and I was told well. She may always leave my mind except to the opposite of my dreams that I have they can't go with wings. Dreams that I fade away from the clock ticks and passing 12. The life is just begun. Enough of the words of me, those are written and engraved in my life to be not without a minute from trying to stay soon enough without a very good tale. It's easier to try, but there's no use to cry. For the time to wipe the tears and dry to be long enough for the fire to ashes and dust and when you know the how for the wings of flames and bring me the fame and I can be the statue of flames. Below me cold but hope me still for the pills that will make me build enough of the stains and cream. Him with the Lord for this world of the thorns and we lift me up into the confuse that hate and sit me down and make me weak enough for him to dispose to this. Place for me for the best, and I can find myself grown. One place for me for the best, and I can find myself grown to the perfection. I've never found someone as patient enough as you. One place for me for the best, and I can find myself grown to the perfection. I've never found someone as patient enough as you. Although you always sorry when I hurt you, roses are red, and maybe if I could turn it back into the first time I kissed her. If you don't believe me, then what else can I do? No one knows me as much as her. Believe I'll do anything to get next to her. Tell me she still loves me and I'll run to her. For these and you may not, but I love you. For the stars to shine so bright, for the brightest you do. But I could pick anyone, I would pick her. And for the razors, roses, and reds are red. For the violets of blue, and that's when I knew. Wait, maybe never I so I can love you. How much did I do for this? Would even be getting mad when I still be in madly love with you. My heart skips the beat when I'm laying next to you. If you love me, then show me that love is true. Be the cutting edge for something I'm scared for. It's like you, my friend, but again in the betting for the enemy as well. For the you can for me, I'm sad for this. Can I take the world anymore? For you can really be breaking me to the pain that you scar me, reminding me of the failure constantly. Enough for that you can be hard to be around. No one brother seems to notice when you can be with me. For the lights surrounded by the big red lights, and this is the type of friend that you can find a Skype, fright. One place for me for the best, and I can find myself growing to the perfection. I've never found someone as patient enough as you. Although you always sorry when I hurt you, roses are red. Maybe if I could turn it back into the first time I kissed it. If you don't believe me, then what else can I do? No one knows me as much as her. Believe I'll do anything to get next to her. Tell me she still loves me and I'll run to her. For these and you may not, but I love you. The stars are shine so bright, for the brightest you do. But I could pick anyone, I would pick her. And for the razors, roses, and reds are red. For the violets of blue, and that's when I knew. Maybe never I so I can love you. How much did I do for this? Or even be getting mad when I still be in madly love with you. My heart skips the beat when I'm laying next to. If you love me, then show me that love is true. It would be the cutting edge for something I'm scared for. It's like you, my friend, but again in the betting for the enemy as well. For the you can for me, I'm sad for this. Can I take the world anymore? For you can really be breaking me to the pain that you scar me, reminding me of the failure constantly. Enough for that you can be hard to be around. No one brother seems to notice when you can be with me. For the lights surrounded by the big red lights, and this is the type of friend that you can find a fright. So that when I'm feeling my emotions, but the type you can bring that pain to the misery. Addicted to me as I'm addicted to you, but can't get enough of the skin. But I can place you anywhere, but I can know for sure to leave your mark. Everyone there for the secret nobody else can tell but me. Who's to know, who's to tell, who's to reflect, whose pain does not bring that, who's an objection, who's the day to take it, throw it away inside that wind, who knows the cares in which it was fall or rise, who to follow the ways for the catching us all, for the hopes and dreams and we would surely die, the dreams will never hunt us, and every day for the spirit for the ghosts we thought we saw, we very heart, we should make us fall for the ghosts will prove yourself unfriendly and harsh and raw for the telling of your world for who's the matter most, all of the things in the passion in the heart for the revealing of the inner sanctum of the soul, for this is the dismissing of the half-truths, allow them not to start. And I alone will face the day with you. And I alone will give the very footage of my soul to stand beside you. For the ever-loving voices to walk beside you with the final goal. Peaceful enough within will be forevermore. A parting and never ever fully made. A dream that would never be emptiness from the mind. The same for never the ever fading away. I love for the promise and the curse. This would be the place inspired by my daughter for everything, for the creation, everything that you say and do, for the glimpsing it to the heart for you, for knowing all things and nothing at all, but you can rise beyond where others may fall. Tender enough for you to be both tender but true, for the celebration when the life in the bloom. Pure as a song for the melody anew, for the feeling in the heart, for the sweeter tune, for the love, for the alone to content me yourself, and I can request your unreal enough for the easy will. Life's well behind those will be behind those brown eyes and live the mind quite unfair and unaware for those that heartbeats inside of us of their own view of affair. What's the life strong and true for to be pure as gold for the whole soul to be a best one life must be hope for the taking of it forever to time to be done. There was never for the fair born under the sun for the path that you can never take then what way you would go for the strengthening of the comfort as life as you grow for the unquestions unanswerable. I can only tell you but the problems you face for struggles as well. The joy that you have and the joy that you have shown for the forever will stay with the childhood's outgrown for the enough of the task, the past pages, ages, helping direction from the last, growing still for the ever growing into perfection. This does not reflect nothing but beautiful silence. Pastures new for the escape of the external noises and sights and sound, enjoying the silence and overwhelming you. The freedom hindered and scrambled as a thought, hurried, racing, distraction, drifting away the feeling of joy that life and the parts and you can find a beauty upon that face. just like my father. To my knees, I'm trying to reach you at your mother's, but my nose was screaming at you. Smell like a lover. My hands were happy to treat you like a brother. Then we did the dance for the flame. Now shake your shoulders. One place for me for the best, and I can find myself grown to the perfection. I've never found someone as patient enough as you. Although you always sorry when I hurt you, roses are red, and maybe if I could turn it back into the first time I kissed her. If you don't believe me, then what else can I do? No one knows me as much as her. I believe I'll do anything to get next to her. Tell me she still loves me and I'll run to her. For these and you may not know, but I love you. For the stars that shine so bright, for the brightest you do. But I could pick anyone, I would pick her. And for the roses are roses and roses are red. For the violets are blue, and that's when I knew. Maybe never I so I can love you. How much did I do for this would even be getting mad when I still be in madly love with you? My heart skips the beat when I'm laying next to you. If you love me, then show me that love is true. It'll be the cutting edge for something I'm scared for. It's like you, my friend, but it again in the betting for the enemy as well. For the you can for me, I'm sad for this. Cannot take the world anymore. For you could really be bringing me to the pain that you scarred me, reminding me of the failure constantly. Enough for the you can be hard to be around. No one brother seems to notice when you can be with me. For the lights surrounded by the big red lights, and this is the type of friend that you can find a stripe, fright. So that when I'm feeling my emotions, but the type you can bring that pain to the misery. Addicted to me as I'm addicted to you, but can't get enough of the skin. But I can place you anywhere, but I can know for sure to leave your mark. Everyone there for the secret, nobody else can tell but me. Who's to know, who's to tell, who's to reflect, whose pain does not bring that, who's an objection, who's the day to take it, throw it away inside that wind, who knows the cares in which it was fall or rise, who to follow the ways for the catching us all for the hopes and dreams, and we would surely die. The dreams will never hunt us, and every day for the spirit for the ghost we thought we saw, we be very heart. You should make us fall for the ghost, will prove yourself unfriendly and harsh, and raw for the telling of your world for who's the matter most. All of the things in the passion in the heart for the revealing of the inner sanctum of the soul, for this is the dismissing of the half-truth. Allow them not to start, and I alone will face the day with you, and I alone will give the very fruits of my soul to stand beside you, ever loving voices to walk beside you with the final goal. Peaceful enough, the dinner will be forevermore, the party can never ever fully made, the dream never be emptiness from the mind, the same for never the ever fading away. I love for the promise and the curse.
Already knew what I knew, and I'm thinking past the view at high noon. Until sundown, you can check me out for clarity. I ain't been going down that route. Doubts sitting like the chain gang's mind. I'm looking to be a man with a pickup line. Many angles to the canopy canister. Shells fly by when missing the sky high belt. Why try? Bye, I'm gone. As soon as I get it, I'm on her. Astonished by her aura, bruh. The day during, light during, and heroin binge. Of a night despite being depressed. Well, not this kid. I get lucky and bust a move and lose company. One down until sundown. The other girl gave me the runaround. Not a simple mistake sound. Just be careful when the pistols are drawn. I'm drenched in her pheromones. By her tone I make her moan. Please add ease into thoughts. Like come and get it if you're hot. I won't sweat it if you're not. I'll just move on to my next thought.
Just like my father, to my knees, I'm trying to reach you at your mother's, but my nose was screaming at you. Smell like a lover, my hands were happy to treat you like a brother, and we did the dance for the flame. Now shake your shoulders down to the grain, rub the nose in the night, do. miss. Dear miss, that I don't miss. But it's a day of hate again, for the chimes and nightingales resonate across that ocean. Scared in the heart and should never be healed. Droplets of tears and reminisce of blood for the chance of healing never to be mine. Still, she danced inside you. Deep and dear, miss the sense you leave me owed. Every night makes me cold. And I'll light that candle of freedom. For the gleam in my eyes and tears from the sun and blood even from the vines. And reluctant enough for love would drift me into life. The hand on the freedom will whip my passion, scribble with the constant dancing in the life of the changing. My steps and with the shadows beside, I can find that freedom within all passing, changing. Fables with all the lies. What lies beneath here in that place? It's that silence. It's that memory. It's that thought. Not a hole over there, but this is something to pull up the dirt and turn it over. This is something to revive a spring within the melody of a spring. Time for I can be the flower and just happen. Trust and love in me and just to be. Not to believe in anything. To believe in me and existence for every day should be different. Not judged and told. Not described to be nothing but a noun, for I am now. Looking at myself. For every beauty of the silence to see nothing more than. Deceit and love. Your love will fill yourself with butterflies as you came with the return of trust. The eyes endowed with the lies and never came for the wit of a smile. But you could grow the statue of the glass and with the end of the price of love. And you could find that lust with the end of the love would rise. And you could find that for the hate. Her life will turn too late. The sorrows that she has inside for the portrait of the seeking love. I do not miss. Listen and tell you so. This is not the time to hate. Your dreams will require everything to your mind. From December to remember that never the past time. While I'm never been told to call between the ladder. Never been told enough to sit and get a better perspective. Been told not to shiver, it was told on hold. It was collecting flour from the month of December, and I was told, well, I'm too much to be stuff too old and getting old enough. It's enough. It's enough. Telling me that brother very proud of tale to be forsaken for him. It was my life and should not be seen, for the heart should be always bleeding in my mind, for the set to think the problems in my dreams and dreams that I might have had, for the appearing with wings, dreams that have faded away, for the clock that ticks in the past of 12, for the life has just begun enough for the word for me, the goals are written in growth, for my life is deep night, without a moon, trying to stay soon enough, without a fairy with a tail. Who can tell me? Who would know? It's easier to try, but there's no use to cry. Time to wipe the tears and dry for me long enough for the fire to ashes and gust of wind to blow the howl for the wings of flames to bring me to fame and I can be saturated with flames and blow me cold but hope we still for the pills have no mystery of enough of the things and greed. Him of the door that scrub the thorns and then lift me up into the refuse that hate to sit me down and make me weep enough for him to just